What is up, Karatics? In this video, we're going to be customizing the Lampadati Viseris. So this vehicle is primarily based off the DeTomaso Pantera GT5-S. I'll throw a picture on screen right now. I'm sure you guys have seen these cars at car meets or car shows. Very common car. They were imported to the US a while ago. There's been a lot of them here that were imported to the US. It's a great looking car. These vehicles had the Ford engine in them. They're built in Europe, so I mean they're pretty cool cars. And they're not really too bad. They're definitely not $875,000 cars, but they're definitely pretty cool. They have a nice wide stance to it, especially the GT5-S, which was the wide body version of the Pantera. It looked a little more sporty. It looked kind of like a Lamborghini Countach. It even had a Lamborghini Countach style wing, which I find kind of cool. It is in the Sports Classics class. Thank God Rockstar actually put it in the right class this time. You know, they didn't put it in the off-roads class or the sports class or anything like that. And as here you can see, it says, please note, weapon modifications can be applied in the vehicle workshop inside the Avenger or the Mobile Operations Center. So there was a lot of confusion last time when I customized this car, the Annis Silvestra. People were saying that, you know, if they had to have a Avenger or an MOC to customize it, you do not have to have that. You have to have that only to apply the weapon modification. To apply all the other regular modification, you can drive to Los Angeles Customs and do it. You can do it in your CEO garage, which I'm going to do right now. You can do it anywhere you want that allows you to customize the car. Right on the D-pad, modify the CEO garage. Sports Classics says there on the bottom right. Alright, so here you go. All the customization is here, except for the machine guns that can be added to the front and the Avenger or the Mobile Operations Center. So let's get right into it. And there is a discount on armor right now, which is nice. Alright, so here's the visual stuff. So you have the black extension to the bottom, which is nice. The primary extension, so painted same color as the car. And then secondary, then a bolted extension, and then a race setup, which I'm not really liking too much at all. I think I'm going to have to do the primary extension. Next up, we got the rear bumpers. So you can remove the stock bumper, and you can make it chrome. Personally, I like the stock one. I'm surprised they don't have a painted option. I found that very, very weird, to be honest. I honestly would have thought they would have had a painted option. That makes no sense whatsoever in my opinion, but I guess it is what it is. Alright, so you have a parcel shelf inside for, I guess, storage. You can add that to that. You can do an interior window, which I'm confused what exactly. Isn't that what the interior window? Okay. I guess it's like pretty much the same thing because it looks okay. And then you can do GT filters. I love the 8-stack, which that's what it is there instead of the filters. That's just my personal opinion. You guys can mess around with these and see which one you like. I personally like the I guess I'll just do an interior window because I don't know, it looks the same. I have no idea. Next up we'll do, so you have the engine tunes and then engine cover. So the engine cover is this whole piece right here. You can do carbon, you can do vented cover, carbon vented, and then the louvers, which makes it look like one whole piece. The primary louvers, and then the rear roof scoops, which that looks like a lot like the Lamborghini Murcielago, like the race car. Looks a lot like that. And then the vanity cover, which was clear so you can pretty much see the whole engine. So you can kind of mess around with this the way you want. Like the vanity cover looks kind of cool, to be honest, but I just don't think it kind of goes with this car. It's like there's like a line in the middle. It's kind of weird. There's like a gap there. Not really feeling it. I think I might go with a vented. So let's do the vented. Next up, we got the exhaust. So you have twin titanium tips, twin chrome, and then horizontal, single. Okay, I don't know why somebody would do that. Carbon big bore looks tacky. Oof. Okay, the Mark 1 diffusers with the exhaust in the middle does look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And then you have the Mark 2 diffuser. Huh, not bad. These actually don't look too bad. I personally like the twin chrome though. I think it looks nice and clean. I like the way it looks. Next up we got the fenders. So you have panel splits. So basically what it does is the wide body fenders per se, even though they're part of the bodywork, you can kind of make it look like it's separated with rivets if you want. Which I don't know why you do that, but I mean, that's smoothed out and then that's panel rivets. And then here you can do an actual wide body kits, which I don't like at all. That completely ruins the whole look of the whole car altogether. Definitely gonna leave the stock one. Next up we got the hood. So you have secondary detail, which does look nice. So it'll be a secondary color will be your hood. And then here you have the carbon hood. And then here you have a completely different hood, which is a single vent. I like this one a lot. I think it looks really nice. Definitely gonna do the single vent. Horn, you can put whatever you want on there. And for some reason, the stock lights are xenons already. They're an LED bulb. They're not a halogen bulb, which yellow. Which I don't understand why. My Rockstar did that, but whatever. And then you got the plates. Do whatever you want there. And then here we have the primary color, and what's our trim? Ooh, we can change the interior. Nice. Okay. And skirts. We'll save the color for last. And then here you have the black extensions, primary extensions, secondary, and bolts. Now I'm wondering why the front splitter is lower than the side skirt. That kind of triggers me. Actually, that triggers me a lot. I don't know why that's... Huh. That sucks. That's way too high. Okay, I'm definitely going to do the primary extensions. I guess I can live with it in the front. Alright, so here are the spoilers. So you have the hood lip spoiler. And you can see the spoiler does have the traction benefit. You can see there on the bottom. So that's cool, hood lip spoiler. I honestly wish Rockstar would have these little ducktail / hood lip spoilers for all cars, because usually the first option is some giant wing that you don't like, and you're forced to put it because you have to get the traction benefit. So I'm glad they actually put something like this. Then here you have the slipstream spoiler, which I think looks really nice. Looks awesome. And here you have the tailgate spoiler. Here you have the V-wing spoiler, which this is exactly like the spoiler that comes on the DeTomaso Pantera GT5-S. So this would be the closest spoiler you can get to the real car, in short. And it's also similar to the Lamborghini Countach from real life. DeTomaso did that. I guess they took inspiration from the Lamborghini Countach. And then here you have the primary dovetail, carbon race spoiler, carbon aerodyn spoiler, drag spoiler, competition spoiler. Okay. Nothing gonna do with the V-wing. I think it looks awesome. Suspension. Yeah, I think we can lower it. I think it's a little bit too high up. Okay. Transmission, turbo. Oh, there's discounts on all of that. Look at that. Light, skirt, spoiler, turbo. Okay. Tints, not gonna mess with that. Oh, so I'm surprised there's no livery. That's strange. I will double check the livery options in the Avenger when we're done here to see if maybe there's a livery option on the Avenger or something. For now, let's paint it. So let's do respray. We'll do primary color. Car looks great in black too. Thinking of doing a metallic. Paint this really quick. Which one was it? Was it the dark? I can't remember. I think it was that one. Yeah, there it is. Go secondary. So if you don't have any secondary options, then it would just be the mirrors. Okay. I think I'm just gonna paint them the same, to be honest. Same color, since I have an ultra blue pearlescent, it'll transfer to the black anyways. Oh, those are the exact same mirrors from the real car. That's crazy. Okay. And then trim color, definitely gonna do like a tan. Sandy brown. Wow. That is so classy. That's really, really nice. That is really nice. And then your crew emblem would go on the side of the door on both sides. And okay. And last but not least, the wheels. Definitely got to change those. So I went through a bunch of wheels already. Unfortunately, when you go through the high-end or sport wheels, it increases the size of the wheels dramatically. But you still get to keep wide rear tires, which I think looks amazing. Thank you, Rockstar, for putting the correct width tires in the back. That looks so badass. It looks really nice. So I already went through a bunch of wheels. The tuners keep the size, which is nice. So if you're trying to keep the size of the wheel, you know, you can kind of mess around with different wheel options. I went through a bunch of them, and I had a hard time picking one. But I ended up with these right here. These ones. So they're a little bit, just a tad bit, too much of aftermarket, kind of like somebody that bought this car and then put aftermarket wheels on it. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. You guys are gonna see now. I'm gonna change the wheel color, which I think will help a little bit. Where's my? Is it the dark copper? I don't remember the. Yeah, it was a dark copper. There we go. I do like that color combination. You get the dark copper wheels and then light interior to match it, sort of. And okay, does not come with bulletproof tires, so you can add those if you want. Usually, I don't put bulletproof tires right away because once you put them, you can't remove them. And if there's like a suspension, like a bug glitch that you can do to make it go faster, so most of the time you're not supposed to have bulletproof tires. So I normally don't put bulletproof tires on my car unless it's like some armored vehicle or something like that. The windows, I'm not going to tint them because I don't want to hide the interior. So I'm going to leave them like that. So we pretty much got everything on here. So now we're going to take it for a little drive. Open the doors, all that stuff, see what opens. Maybe the engine cover opens. And we're going to drive it into the Avenger. Alright guys, I did realize I was having some sound audio problems, but I fixed it. Now you guys will be able to hear the car. Obviously the audio is not that important or customizing because all you hear is the click 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 sound between the items, so it's not too bad. Hank? Oh my god. Alright. That's how you know when you're in GTA. Alright, so we're gonna go to the Avenger really quick so we can put the machine guns on there. Like I stated before, you can put the machine guns in your MOC or your Avenger. Either one, as long as you have the weapon workshop. Not the weapon workshop, the vehicle workshop, but yeah. Customize that. Alright, so here we go. Weapons and mounted machine guns. And I did change the bumpers off camera, so here I had left the stock one, but I saw the chrome around the wheels and the chrome on the front end as well, so I figured I'd kind of make it match all together, so I did put the chrome stock bumper on the back instead of the none. I think the chrome stock one looks pretty decent. And also I wanted to change the plate. I think the blue one would look better. Alright. Let's exit the workshop. So there's the guns. And somebody blew it up. That's great. Those people in the tank probably blew it up. Yep. Well, at least we spawned right over here with a car outside. That's nice. Now you have a little bit of a better idea what happens with that, or if that ever happens to you. There we go. as they brought us outside for us. So there's the machine guns right there. Now obviously you can press square and then or X if you're an Xbox One, and then you can scroll through all your weapons like you normally can, and then you just have the regular machine gun, very similar to the Night Shark. I think it's the exact same gun, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're the exact same guns from the Night Shark. We saw machine guns with the Anis Sylvester. Was it the Sylvester? Yeah, it was a Sylvester. But now we see it here on this vehicle. So really quick, oh yeah, those tank guys are far away. So we're gonna see how powerful these guns are. We're just gonna shoot this really quick. See how long this takes. Pretty long. Pretty long. Let's see how long it takes for a car to catch on fire. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty long, I'm not gonna lie. That's it's a lot more than you'd think. Alright. So now let's open up and see if the doors open up. Okay, let's go to all. Look at that. Not bad. Wow. So everything opens up. That's crazy. I honestly didn't think the back would open up. That's pretty cool. So right there you have the intakes. They actually put the car battery. Wow, man. Rockstar is really putting... You can see through every single car. There's like more and more detail. It's crazy. They didn't have to make this open. That would not have made a difference on people buying it or not, but they did. They didn't have to make the engine bay open, but they did. I mean, those little things, I really like them. I love those little details. Those are the type of things that sell me on the car. So right there, you can see the transmission right there. And just the amount of detail is ridiculous. Look at that, even Lampadati floor mats. I mean, if that doesn't scream detail, I don't know what does. And you have the blue on the steering wheel, the blue on the gauges. Now that was a pure coincidence that I was able to match that. I did not even know that was blue. That's just comes blue. That's pretty cool. Yeah, all around great car. I think the customization is awesome on it. I mean, it's not 100% perfect or crazy like Benny's, but I mean, it's definitely a pretty common, I would say. A few bumper options, a few spoilers, some side skirts. Not too bad. And the hood, and I think it's pretty decent for what it is. Obviously, with upgrades and everything, you're gonna be all in this car about $1 million with upgrades. It's $875 plus the upgrades, so you're gonna be all in about $1 million, which is kind of sad, to be honest. So you might want to think about that when you're buying it, or if you're buying it. Now, I think the car is gorgeous. I think it's a great looking car. Some of you might not agree with me. You might say it's the ugliest car you've ever seen. You know, everybody has their personal preference, and that's why there's so many cars to choose from. But yeah, do I recommend this car? If you absolutely love the look of this car, I'm gonna say yes. But keep in mind, this is gonna be a forgotten sports classics vehicle in your garage, because it's not gonna be the fastest on a track, because the handling is absolute garbage. It's not gonna be the fastest on a straight line either, because I drove it around and it's really not that fast at all. It's just meant to look nice, sound pretty decent. It sounds kind of like a there's a truck. I can't put my finger on it, but anyways, I mean, it sounds pretty decent for what it is. It's obviously a copy and paste sound, but I mean, the actual look of this car, I think this is something really good for car meets and stuff like that. But anyway, that's it, guys. That was a customization for the Lampadati Viseris, and I'll see you in the next one.